Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, December 12th, 2018. I can't believe we're getting so close to the end of the year. This is episode 287 of The Ted Show. Man, I'm looking a little pale. Look at that forehead. I'm with my very beautiful friends. This is Dr. Ruth Baskerville over here.
Hello.
We've got Gwen Gray behind me and Shakeria Davis to her right or left.
Hi.
I can't do that. So Nilka, let us know, like Milk, she had to teach me how to say her name. Nilka, let me know that you guys can hear us or see us. Hey Wayne, what's up? All right, we're getting a thumbs up. Hap's on. Super excited. Hap, that's Commissioner McMullen, by the way.
Oh my.
From Groveland. Hello, my friend Frederick, what's up? All right, so we've gotten thumbs up. They can hear us, they can see us. Thank you, Nilka. So welcome to the show. I'm excited. So Ruth's been on the show before. We talked about her books. We talked about she's got a story that's insane. So you should go back and look for that show for Dr. Ruth Baskerville. But welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you. Look, everybody's followed directions. We're all looking forward. So they are here to talk about Dream City, about Anika, but we always like to get their origin story. Always like to hear a little bit about them before we get that. So before we talk about dreaming big and the things that you guys are doing in our community, tell us a little bit about you. So we'll start with Ruth, and then we'll work our way around.
Hi, everybody. Dr. Ruth. I am
Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, I'm a retired educator, 44 years and still working. I came out of retirement twice. I'm a part-time recovery coach at 2 schools in Orange County. I'm a ghostwriter. I have 30 published authors, and at night I am writing for 14. And that's me in a nutshell.
You're writing for 14?
14 at the same time.
I can barely write a sentence at night, Ruth. I don't know how you do that.
I
That's
love
awesome, though. And
Thank
so we'll get to Gwen, and then I want to figure out how you guys all know each other, but we'll go back to Gwen, and then we'll get over to Shakeria.
Okay. Hi, I'm Gwen Gray, Gwendolyn Gray. I just recently moved here to Orlando about 3 months ago. I'm recently married.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I am a teacher. I've taught for over 10 years with the Duval County School Board. I love working with the inner city's kids after school program. And then again, I moved here. I do dance. I actually have a minor in dance. So
A minor in dance.
minor.
We should spread it out and let Gwen dance later. All right, and then Shakeria Davis behind me.
Hi, my name is Shakeria Davis. I am a coach and a mentor at Dream City. I'm a choreographer. I choreograph a lot of the big dance numbers for Dream City. I actually am also a product of Dream City also. They helped me and developed me so to the point I even had my own businesses at 15 and 14, graphics department, and then I helped them brand and develop Dream City, the logos, the shirts, the building itself, all together. I developed it from my computer screen. So yeah.
Look at the power in this
Imagine.
room. It's
Young
awesome.
one.
All right, so how did you all meet? So Ruth, how did you get involved with Dream City? And then let's talk about Dream City.
City of Life Ministries, the best church on the planet. I was walking down the street looking for a church, walked in, and I've never left. And the apostle is actually Shakeria's father, Apostle Cedric Davis, Pastor Angela, and then these young, wonderful people were there or have come there.
Awesome. All right, so tell us about Dream City, because that's really what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Dream City. We're here to talk about Anika, which they'll explain to you. So tell me about Dream City itself. What is that? What is the organization? And what does it do?
Well, I'll talk about Dream City and not so much the production that's coming up, but we have 5 components. Dream City is a Christian-based organization where we make dreams come true. We are up and coming. We're like a bright and shining star, ready to pretty much have a grand opening very soon now. But the 5 components are Dream Productions, which is your theater, dance, music, art, including fine and performing arts. And the production will be talked about a little bit. Then Dream Factory. And this is where we have entrepreneurship. We have birthed out initially through City of Life and now Dream City, 5, 6, maybe more more entrepreneurs in different areas
So
of
do you
fashion.
take the kids in? Is it kids? Like,
And some adults, yeah.
so the target audience is inner city.
Definitely. Pine Hills community, we call it Fine Hills. It is the
Pine
best
Hills.
place.
Oh, I like that.
We
That's
do
good.
that. And so that's second one. The third is Dream Academy, my favorite. We are grooming, just beginning now, to groom students. We have a relationship with UCF, and through UCF and Valencia College, we hope to get kids, our students, in the inner city ready so that they can be in dual enrollment, college and high school at the same time. So that's our goal. So, you know, when you have a goal, life becomes so worthwhile. And Dream Kitchen, a huge kitchen with full-time certified chefs. We have Dream Kitchen coming on board very soon, where they'll be preparing meals for the community. And finally, Dream Seasoned Seniors, my personal best. For the senior community, many activities and things that we all really need to know. So Dream City will be hopping and jumping. It's already started. And so with that, let me turn it over to them.
So let me ask you, I have a lot of questions about all of that.
Okay.
So how do you reach out to the community? Is Dream City based in Pine Hills?
It is.
Okay.
Our address is actually 6387 West Colonial Drive. But if you are ever on West Colonial heading east, the corner of Powers Drive and West Colonial, right in the back of the strip mall there is this beautiful logo designed by Miss Shakeria, Dream City Event Center.
It's amazing. So who had the vision of Dream City? One of you can talk about that. Who had the vision and why the name?
It was our leaders, and the reason why, which are my parents, the reason why they created Dream City is because they saw me from a young age. I would take my camera and I would put on plays with my friends, and we would perform and we would dance and we'll bring the families together and just perform and have a good time. So when they saw that, they wanted to make a company where we literally make people's dreams come true. We invest in the future, we invest in the kids so that they don't have to be another statistic. Because a lot of times the reason why these kids have to go to the streets or they have to turn to bad things is because they don't have anybody that says, hey, you have a gift in dance, you have a gift in acting, let me help you develop it. So that's why we created it, because we want to give the community an opportunity to develop these kids at a young age.
All right, I heard you, Nilka, so we're going to talk louder in the back. Did you hear that? See, I told
Okay.
you. They're so good about it. They'll tell you. Don't you want to know? Right?
Okay, yeah.
So, but let me ask you about that. So a lot of people will say, all right, so why is it important? Hey, Renee, why is it important for the inner city kids to have that? Is it just not available to them? Because people will say, okay, well, you can get all those programs in, let's say, Winter Park or Lake Mary, but they don't have access to those programs in the Pine Hills area.
That is correct. And this facility offers that to them, again, to come in free of cost, where they are able to learn dance, acting, music, and again, it's something that wouldn't be necessarily offered to them in that area. So that's why this building, Dream City, is so amazing, because it is literally right there in the middle of Pine City,
right?
Pine Hill. So again, they're able to get off the bus and just come straight there and have people who are there, volunteers who are there, who's working around the clock to make sure that we provide safety, education, and again, the fine arts, and all again free of cost.
What's the biggest challenge that you guys have having Dream City? What is I'm sure funding's got to be one of them, or number one, but what are some of the challenges that you guys face getting the kids to come in, or the seniors, which you're talking about, and really access the programs and really get involved in the programs that Dream City offers?
Okay. Well, I would say it would be just them really not thinking that it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, oftentimes you hear free, and then you get that fine print. You
Correct.
know?
Correct.
So I would say that that's one of the things people just really not, I guess maybe being burnt before and not, or not really having that opportunity that's provided with Dream City. And again, and by us doing this, we do have the seniors and we do have the youth who are able to come in. And when they get there, they're in amazement. I heard you mention money, and really, believe it or not, a lot of the members that are there work with their hands. If you were to come into the building, the walls that you see were built by the members.
Wow.
That's
They
right.
literally gutted everything down, and we did those things ourselves. So when we talk about funding, we would love funding. But what we show in the Pine Hills community is that even if we didn't have the funding, we're going to make sure that we put our hands to work to let them know that we're not something that's just seasonal. We're there permanently, and we want to help them. And again, it's all free.
So free of charge. Go ahead, Ruth.
I just wanted to say too that we also are in the process of writing grants.
Yes.
You know, we
Awesome.
have a wonderful consultant, a friend and a consultant, Carol Edie Langford, and she has just volunteered time so far, and we are in the process of considering funding sources to bring more revenue into Dream City. So we have, but our hearts are so big, as Gwen just said.
So the vision, though, includes all those components you talked about.
Yes.
You've got dance, fine arts, you've got culinary, seniors. You know you and I are not there yet, Ruthie.
No,
Come
no,
on.
not at all.
I'm not a senior yet.
Yeah.
Neither is Ruthie. But I think it's so important because that brings all of the community together, because a lot of times studies have shown that if you have all ages involved in a community center, in something that
That's
is
right.
community-centric, that it is more impactful and more powerful for the community and for all of the people who are engaging in the services, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell me a little bit about Anika.
Yes.
All right, so I had to ask what Anika was. I didn't know. So talk about Anika.
Okay. Are you going?
I can do it.
Go ahead.
So Anika is a play that is about a young girl who's bold, she's fierce, she's an orphan, and she doesn't have a family. So she decides to go on this adventure to find out who her family is, but then she starts to realize later on in the storyline that she can have a family and it could be friends. It don't have to be blood relation, because a lot of times people believe that family is only blood relation. So she finds out that because her friends and the people that are around her, they love and care for her, those are her family members.
That's right.
So also
I
the
love
story is actually based off of one of our dreamers, one of our little kids. She had the exact story. She came to us when she was a little girl.
Yep.
She was displaced from her real biological family, and we took her in, helped her develop, and now she is now the star and the main character.
No
of this
way.
play.
That's
She's
so
Anika.
cool.
Yeah.
And again, this is the spinoff of Annie. So
Right.
again, it's Anika, and like how she said, it really represents one of the youth right there in Pine Hills.
Yes.
So this is her story. She is the real live.
And when is the show?
December 14th. At
Okay,
7.
so that's this Friday.
That's
Yeah.
this Friday.
Oh my God, 2 days from now.
Friday night, 7 p.m.
So how have the kids, so I imagine, I'm guessing, tell me how you got everyone involved, because not everyone can be Anika, right? So you have to get everyone else involved, which I imagine it was a community center effort. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, we actually went out to different schools. We showcased and just told them, how we are alive and well in in Pine Hills.
Yeah.
And then from there, the parents began to bring them. Like how you said, everyone couldn't play Anika, but what I love about Dream City is that they found something for every youth to do, something. So whether it's stage management, so that's something that they're learning.
Yes.
Stage management. We have sound with the soundboard. We have people doing props, and then of course we have the dancers. Everybody.
We
wants
got
to
two
dance.
choreographers,
Right.
choreographers behind us.
Yeah, they're both seasoned choreographers.
Wow.
So we had the dancers, and then again we had the actors and the actresses. So what I love is Jeremiah Anderson. He is the actual director of the play Anika.
And he wrote it.
And he wrote it.
He's the
Yeah.
Oh, he
author.
wrote it.
He wrote
He
it.
wrote it.
Wow.
And again, he works so well, not only with us as the choreographers, but even with the music people, but just to make sure that every youth was not turned away.
Yes.
So we literally
That's so
found
cool.
something for all of them
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
And then of course, this is just one of many plays that we're going to have coming to the Pine Hills community. So they're looking forward already to the next one, and they're trying to practice.
Yes.
So it's something that even if they wasn't Anika, we're going to look forward to trying to make sure that that we find something that we can plug them all into, that they can pull from a real life story.
Because being plugged in,
Yes.
any kid, I don't care what community you're in, being plugged in is so important.
Yes.
That feeling of belonging somewhere, of
Exactly.
accomplishing something is so critical to as they develop. And you were talking earlier, Shakeria, about the entrepreneur part of things.
Yes.
Why do you think, and first of all, having businesses at 15,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that whole concept. I love grooming and growing up entrepreneurial and having that spirit. Talk a little bit about how that works in in your community in Dream City? Because obviously you're a success story from that.
For me, it definitely worked out very well because it taught me different tactics like leadership, how to be disciplined, how to communicate to other people outside my comfort zone. They basically, the company that I was working with was the Dream T-shirt company. And basically, I would create T-shirts for Dream City, create logos, create any design. They would say yes, no, maybe so, and then I would sell it to other people. I would have to go to sit at a table and sell. And it forced me to develop as a leader. It forced me to talk. It forced me to actually be a go-getter. Mm-hmm. So now today, when I'm working with these kids, I'm able to say, okay, this is the area you need to improve in. You need to get out your comfort zone, talk more, because you have a beautiful spirit. So it really helped me. I know I love that. Can say that.
Vic Colazzo, I don't know, but we want you to get involved. He just said, why didn't I know about them? Well, I didn't either. That's a great thing about the TED Show is we try to bring all these cool things that are going on in our community, all these amazing organizations and all these people's spirits and their hard work so that you guys can get involved or you guys can see it, because who would know? I mean, I'm a different audience than maybe, like I didn't know about it until Ruthie came to me and said, hey, Dream City, we want to promote Anika, we want to promote the organization. But I think the entrepreneurial skill set and being able to do that, and since you went through it, that's so important because you're really able to direct them. You're really able to say, listen, I was there. I had to get out of my comfort zone in order to do the things that I wanted to do. And you're developing this skill set that they will never lose and will take them so far. Yes. And so do you work with local or larger companies? Is one of the goals to help the entrepreneurs maybe mentor with, or maybe you already have a mentor program. Talk a little bit about it.
Well, currently we are doing a mentor program. Sometimes we'll have them work with a construction company if they're boys, handyman, and for the girls we'll have them work in the graphics department sometimes here and there. And sometimes also we'll have them just in general be leaders in Dream City, like counselors. For example, they will go and set up the equipment for the kids to use it or whatever. Or they'll set up the computer or go work in the sound booth. So it's different areas that they can work in to help them develop in entrepreneurship. And I also forgot to say, because of Dream City developing me, I am now currently in the process of getting my real estate license.
Wow. That's
and
amazing.
And she's only, how old are you, child?
I'm 19.
How old?
Lord.
She's 19.
19.
Oh, yeah.
But your spirit, you can tell that you have this entrepreneurial spirit and a sharing spirit. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs are like that, like most of us. When we have that spirit, we want everyone to do well. You want other people to succeed. Yes. And you also want other people to learn skills or go outside their comfort zone like you talked about, and do something that they normally might not have thought about. Exactly. They might not know that they're good at sound until they get that. They get in the production. They might not know they like acting until they get in and have an opportunity. But the fact that you have one place that they can all go and work on these things.
Free,
by the way. All right, so why do you think, I mentioned it earlier, Ruthie, but why do you think the seniors part's important?
Because part of the community is seniors, and people like me, you know, I'm 71 and I'm very proud of my age.
You are not. Look at that skin.
I am. But what I love is I now represent a place that people I revered held as I was growing up. I always respected my elders, but I learned stuff from them. And so I have things to impart, and many people who are also seniors. And also, we're in a position, we have more finances, we have more ability to give back, we have more time, and we have the soul and the heart to help young people mature and grow into the solid citizens that our great grandparents and grandparents pushed us to become.
And I also want to, I'm going to flip it on you, because I think that the youth are super helpful to the psyche of us senior people.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happens is you get in your mold, and sometimes as we get older, we get lonelier, things get a little more isolated. Right. And so for seniors to have a place to go where they're interacting with the youth, I think that is beneficial for both sides. It also keeps your mind going. It keeps your creative juices going. It gets you interacting with people who have new ideas, and it's very rejuvenating for our senior population, which Ruthie and I are not part of.
Correct.
All right, so tell me more about the organization's mission? Who do you want to expand to? Is it just going to be in Pine Hills, or do you have a vision where you're going to go into other inner city communities?
Oh, we definitely expect to replicate success in Pine Hills, but I was at a meeting this morning where we were talking about the whole arts district of a certain part of West Colonial, not just Pine Hills, but going all up and down West Colonial Drive. And there's restaurants and bus systems and so many things that are coming, housing redevelopment, and even opportunity grants that are coming through the federal government all the way down to selected communities. And we're one. So
Correct.
Pine Hills is very much up and coming. And so, yes, we want to be able to expand certainly beyond our immediate radius, and attract people all up and down West Colonial. And then, of course, to replicate, once we have, and we know we'll have successes and stories to tell, and we want to replicate that in many other communities in and outside of Orlando, and maybe in and outside of Florida.
And with UCF coming in, with the whole downtown arts community, everything that's going on, we have such a strong arts community.
Exactly.
And I would imagine that arts community, and it's a challenge to them because I've had many of them on the show,
Yes.
get involved and find out more about what Dream City's doing, because they all have a heart for arts and they want as many people to be exposed to the arts as possible.
And we're networking with them.
That's
Joshua
awesome.
Vickery and
I love Josh
Terry
Vickery.
Olson, I saw
They're
again
all
this morning.
Great
all
people.
of them.
Josh
Yes.
has been on the show.
Yep.
There's so many great people. Our community as a whole is very supportive and embracing
Excellent.
of anything in the arts. And so when you're doing something, when you're involved, and when you're creating something so wonderful like you all are doing with Dream City, I think the rest of the arts community is going to want to know about it. All right, so we're going to share all of the Dream City contact information, how you can go to Anika on Friday, December 14th, all of the information about that, and how you can get involved. We want you to get involved. We want you to get to know more about it. We want you to ask questions of Shakeria and Gwen and Ruthie when we're done. But we really, really do want you to support them. So any parting words of wisdom, and we'll start with Ruthie, or we can start with Shakeria, whoever you want to.
Would you like to
anything you want to share with them before we head out?
One thing I would like to say is that your support really does matter. Because going past the scripts, going past the dance moves and the lighting and everything, the makeup, it's kids on the stage getting a chance and an opportunity not to have to be on the streets, not to have to do what they were taught in the streets. They don't have to be a statistic or get locked up. So we're giving them this opportunity. So your support is letting them know that we want you to continue to grow. We want you to continue to develop. We don't want you to have to end up on the streets. So your support really does matter.
Amen to that. All right, Vic just asked, he didn't see a phone number on the website. Is there a phone number?
Okay. Well, I actually do have an email address for you, and then we'll get that phone number
We'll
for you.
we'll post it there.
Okay, yes. The email would actually be dreamcityorlando@gmail.com.
DreamCityOrlando@gmail.com.
And then if you're purchasing tickets, you can always go to Eventbrite.com.
Got it. All right, any parting words of wisdom for you, Gwen?
Yes, again, just support, like how Shakeria said, please, not for a second think that anything is too small. Actually, you just being there, us seeing your faces, the children, the youth seeing your faces, believe it or not, that is a lot of
That's
support.
powerful.
I mean,
I
it's
agree.
powerful.
I
It
agree.
says a lot by itself. So don't think that anything is too small. Just you being involved. You lending a hand, volunteering. We always need volunteers. Anything would count, and they would greatly appreciate it. So just thank you again for that.
I love it. All right, Ruthie, you
And
want to
I
wrap
would-
it up?
Yes, and I would say Dream City. Folks are there early in the morning till late at night. It's way beyond the weekends. So if you showed up, there would be something for you to do, and you would meet a friendly face.
Yes.
But I want to end with a quote from Apostle Cedric Davis, who's actually the lead visionary of all of this. And he said this: "We're looking to create a platform and become a stable, consistent anchor of light and a reachable opportunity in our community." And that, when I read that, it just speaks to who we are and what we're doing. We're not going anywhere.
Love it. The passion of these three beautiful ladies. You can feel it. It's palpable here. I don't know if you can feel it on that end. But they love the program as they should. And there's so much amazing stuff that you guys are doing. Thank you for being on the
Thank you
show.
for having us.
So much for having
So
us.
we're going to share the phone number later. We'll share the contacts again.
Yes.
We'll share the video. Please get out and support them, even if you have to ask a question. But I love the showing up part because honestly, for kids, for youth especially,
yes.
I don't care what demographic you're in, showing up is everything. So do it and get involved. We love you guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.